I used to see the way how they used to react to my pain and my experience. I, got that message loud and clear that I need to, do it myself. I need to fix things myself. I cannot expect them to come and help me. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about the different ways narcissistic parents shut off your feeling. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So let us briefly understand who these narcissistic parents are. These are narcissists, who choose to become parent because they want more of the narcissistic supply. They want unpaid labor, they want punch bag, they want emotional toilet, they want doormat. Narcissistic parents are not like healthy parents and healthy individuals. Narcissists, get into things, with an intention of return. Yeah, a return which is more than what they are investing. Yeah, and that's why they get married and they choose to breed. Narcissistic parents are not like healthy parents who want to foster a healthy relationship, who want to start a family in a healthy way and do the best bit they can. Yeah, healthy parents don't do things with an intention of return. Yeah, healthy parents don't give payback reminders. Healthy parents don't engage into emotional manipulation. Healthy parents don't use their love and affection as a bargaining chip. Healthy parents don't triangulate. Healthy parents directly communicate. Yeah, healthy parents have empathy towards their children. Healthy parents are concerned about their children's emotions and feelings. But when we look at narcissistic parents, it's all about the narcissist. um, Either you do things their way or you can go to hell. Narcissistic parents are entitled individuals and they think that they deserve the best. They need to be the center of the universe. They need all that attention and admiration from their children, and they don't need to give back that attention and admiration, validation, all of that to their children. It's one way. Yeah, they want to be admired, they want to be respected, honored. They want their kids to be forever loyal to them and not to be involved in any other relationship or chores. Yeah, narcissistic parents don't see their kids as separate individuals with their own uniqueness, their abilities, and their goods and bad. Narcissistic individuals don't see their kids that way. Narcissistic parents view their kids as an extension of themselves. Yeah, so they expect their kids to feel what they feel. They expect their kids to function the way they function, and they expect their kids to like and dislike the things they like and dislike. Yeah, so they don't see their kid as a separate individual who might be different, who might be unique in his or her own way. They don't view their kids that way. Yeah, from an early age they start parentifying their children. They don't treat their kids as kids, they treat their kids as adult. Yeah, and they parentify their kids to do things for them. Yeah, I know it sounds sick, but that's how sick narcissistic parents are. Narcissistic parents are not like healthy parent who let their kids be kids and when they grow up and then they can do whatever they want. Healthy parents don't burden their children with the responsibility of their happiness, but narcissistic parents are absolutely opposite. They will burden their kids with their happiness. They will burden their kids with unrealistic expectations. Yeah, and when the kids fail to do that, the kids are treated with silent treatment. Yeah, the kids are in some of the families, the kids are sweared at, the kids are treated in a physically violent way. So narcissistic parents love punishing their kid. Yeah, and this is because they want to feel powerful, even though they are hurting and beating and mistreating their child. but they feel good about it. I'm teaching him a very valuable lesson by beating him, by thrashing him. I'm teaching her a valuable lesson by beating the hell out of her. Yeah, so that fuels their ego, that I'm the boss, I'm the powerful one in this relationship, I'm the superior one. Yeah, so narcissistic individuals are sick individuals. So what are the different ways narcissistic parents shut off our feeling? The first way is that narcissistic parents are extremely reactive. So even if we want to tell them something, or if we want to communicate something that is inside our heart, or if we are feeling a certain way about something, they are simply going to explode. So then we get this message that keep things to our own self. Let's keep our feelings to our own self. Because if I'm going to say something, he or she is going to explode. Yeah, they are all the time reactive. Yeah, they are not going to sit and listen. They are going to shout at me, howl. They are going to treat me horribly. And who wants that chaos and drama? Of course, the kid is tired of all that chaos and drama. So the kid learns that I should keep my stuff to myself, and let me not share this with my mother or with my narcissistic father, because then they are going to explode and make my life hell and miserable. Yeah, so the narcissistic parents reactive behavior trains us to keep things to ourselves and not to share it with them, because if we share it with them, they are immediately going to label us, confiscate all that love and affection, throw silent treatment, do all sorts of nasty stuff. Yeah, because they want us to think the way they want us to. They want us to feel the way they approve of. They want us to see the world they want us to see. Yeah, they don't want us to go off path. They really don't want us to take back the control. They really don't want us to behave and function like a separate individual. No, they want us to keep functioning and behaving like a puppet. Yeah, and they are the ones who get to pull the string. So yes, narcissistic parents reactive behavior teaches us to shut off our feelings, keep it inside, don't share it with them. They are not going to validate, they are going to invalidate, minimize, dismiss, swear at us, make us feel horrible, in some cases might beat us. So it's best to keep things to myself. That's it. The second way narcissistic parents shut off our feeling is by training us to suffer in silence. So every time we try and share our feelings and emotions with them, they simply invalidate and minimize. And we learn that it's okay to suffer in silence, because my mother is going to gaslight me, my mother is going to invalidate, my mother is going to minimize my experience, feeling and emotion. Yeah, they are going to tell you, well, it's all in your head. Stop being so weak. Oh, come on, boys don't cry. Oh, come on, there's nothing, it's all in your head. Yeah, so the narcissistic parents are going to gaslight you, invalidate your experience, feeling, and we learn to suffer in silence. Yeah, because if we try and tell them, they are either going to do a number on us, blame us, or they are going to play victim and again make us feel responsible. Yeah, so there is no room where we can exchange things, yeah, ideas, feelings and emotions. There is no room where we can be seen and heard. Yeah, if we tell them, or if we share things with them, they will do a number on us in their own unique way. Coverts have their own style, where they will project themselves as the victim, and they will uh, make you feel that what you feel and what you think is wrong, and that is something which is hurting your covert narcissistic parent. Yeah, that is something which will cause pain to them, and they will suffer because of your feelings and emotion and all of that. You being you is like a pain for them. Yeah, it's painful for them. If you are being yourself, they are going to fabricate it, they are going to manipulate you in a lot of unique ways, and that is basically to keep yourself away from your own authentic self. Yeah, they don't want you to be yourself. So narcissistic parents have their own unique ways. Grandiose is going to shame you and guilt trip you. Have you ever thought about the family name? Have you ever thought about our name, honor and image in the society, blah blah blah? So they are going to have their own way to again shut you off. So every time we try and share things with our narcissistic parents, we are shut off, I mean, in unique and different ways. And this is basically to train us to suffer in silence, not to expect them to give a feedback. Yeah, they just don't want to validate anything and everything that is related to us. They don't want to validate our emotion, they don't want to validate our feelings, thoughts, ideas. They just don't want to validate us in general. Yeah, they have bred us to keep serving them. They have not bred us so that they have to take the trouble of validating us. Yeah, that's troublesome, that's problematic, that's not what they want. So we tend to learn that it's okay to suffer in silence, but let me not tell her. Yeah, because she's going to put up a show. Let me not tell my father, otherwise he's going to do a number on me. He's going to tell the uncle, he's going to tell his friends, he's going to shame me, guilt trip me. The best thing is, let me suffer in silence. Yeah. And let me give you an example. I used to be bullied in my school, and when I used to come home and tell my parents, they used to gaslight me in return. They used to say, oh, you're oversensitive, stop making excuses, you simply don't want to go to school, you simply don't want to study, you're just making excuses. And I was bullied in classes by classmates. And when I used to tell them, and when I used to see the way how they used to react to my pain and my experience, I got that message loud and clear, that I need to do it myself. I need to fix things myself. I cannot expect them to come and help me. Yeah, I need to either suffer in silence or take things in my own hand and fix it. But I cannot reach out to them and expect them to help me. Yeah. So they used to simply invalidate. Oh, you're making excuses. Ah, come on, you are such a crybaby. Oh, there's nothing like that, you're in such a good school. So in short, I was never validated. Yeah, so I started keeping things to my own self. Yeah, because there was no point in sharing things with them, because they would never come and help me. Yeah, instead they are going to gaslight me, minimize me, do a number on me and make me feel more miserable. So the best thing was, suffer in silence and keep things to yourself, all by yourself. The third way narcissistic parents shut off your feeling is by extreme criticism. So it's not healthy, constructive criticism. It's nasty, and horrible and extreme form of criticism. Yeah. So they will go to any extent. Yeah. They will not engage into a kind of a criticism that, helps you grow, improve, and evolve. They will get into nasty criticism, only to erode your self-esteem and self-worth and your confidence. They will, do a dirty, criticism. Narcissistic parents are going to engage into dirtiest form of criticism, where they will vehemently criticize you on a regular basis. And they will not spare you because you're a child or you are a teenager. They are not going to spare you. They are going to go to any extent to criticize you, and that is basically to crush your confidence, that is basically to crush your soul. Yeah, so that you just conform to anything and everything they want you to. Yeah. So narcissistic parents are not going to sit and listen and give their feedback. Instead, they are going to start finding fault in you. They are going to tell you that the problem is with you. They are going to gaslight you, manipulate you. Yeah, and this is basically to keep you away from discovering your own self. This is basically to keep you away from realizing your true worth and potential. Yeah, and that's how they are going to have you on hook for long. That's how they are going to have you next to them, yeah, 365 days. That's how they are going to have you amongst the panel of slaves they have for themselves. So narcissistic parents are not going to engage into healthy criticism with an intention to improve you, help you, and motivate you and encourage you to do better, and work on yourself. Their idea and objective behind criticism is to crush you, yeah, to disable you, to make you handicap and make you dependent on them, yeah, to erode and chip away all that self-worth, confidence, self-esteem, yeah, so that you start believing that I'm wrong, I'm not okay, I cannot function without them. Yeah, you simply get into this addictive cycle of constantly seeking their validation and approval, because they will come and they will criticize you horribly. They are going to make you genuinely believe that you're worthless, you're useless, and your life is nothing without them. They are not going to empower you, strengthen you, motivate you. No, they are going to criticize you in the nastiest way possible, so that you are crippled and you are emotionally dependent on your narcissistic parent. And as a result of all these extreme criticism, we start keeping things to ourselves. We stop sharing it with them. If I'm going to say, she's going to mock at me. If I'm going to say, my dad is going to mock at me, he's going to swear at me, he's going to again make me feel miserable, he's again going to tell me that the problem is with me. Yeah, and he's going to go to any extent. Days after days, they are going to keep on criticizing me. So the best thing is, whatever it is, let me keep it to myself. The moment I'm away from them, the moment I'm out of this relationship, maybe then I can talk about it, maybe then I can explore. So we tend to shut off our feelings. And the last way narcissistic parents shut off our feeling is by constantly gaslighting and invalidating us. So if we say that we don't feel good in our tuition classes, we don't feel good with this relative, we don't feel good doing this, we are gaslit and invalidated. They are going to say, well, you are simply lazy, well, you are an idiot, you're wasting my time and money, you're a disgrace on this family, this and that. So we stop sharing as to how we feel about things with our parent, because every time we share our feelings, it is invalidated and minimized, and we genuinely doubt our own feelings. Yeah, because that gaslighting is so aggressive and so deep and so calculated that we are in that confused state. Yeah, and as a result of which we stop talking about it. We simply keep all of our feelings and experiences, opinion to ourselves, because we know if we are going to tell them that we are feeling a certain way, we are not feeling good, this teacher is mistreating me, this cousin is misbehaving with me, dad is not treating me well, my friends are not treating me well, I'm being bullied, they are simply going to invalidate our feelings. So we learn that our feelings are not prioritized, only the feelings and emotions of narcissists are to be prioritized. Yeah, so we tend to prioritize them and betray our own self. We stop prioritizing our feelings and emotions because there is really no one to hear, there is no one to validate our experiences and feeling. Our parents are simply gaslighting us. Yeah, for them we are incapable, for them we are the bad one. Yeah, and this is because narcissists lack empathy, so they don't view their children as children. they view their children as a source of supply, yeah, as a unpaid laborer that they have created with the same genetic makeup. So we learn to prioritize their feeling and emotion, and we learn to shut off our feeling. Because there is no point in telling them about our feeling, because it will be invalidated, it will be dismissed, it will be minimized, I will be gaslit in return. So my feeling and emotion is irrelevant. My feeling and emotion is not worth hearing. My feeling and emotion is not worth being discussed. Yeah, that's what we learn. Yeah, because of our parents' behavior, because of our narcissistic parents' behavior. So we tend to talk less about our feelings. We tend to suffer in silence because we know what we are going to get. We are not going to get emotional support and reassurance. We are not going to, you know, have healthy dialogue and communication. They are not going to come to our aid and rescue. Instead, they are going to make us feel more miserable. Yeah. So these were a couple of ways narcissistic parents, shut off your feeling. And we learn to just suffer in silence and not tell them anything, because anything and everything that we tell them, anything and everything that we express to them is bad, wrong, not right, and that's it. Plus we are gaslit in return. So yes, this was it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.